Hello everybody, since everybody keep asking me for context, this is going to be questions and answers. If you got a question, I probably can answer it. Oh, let me, everything just, yes, we are back. Do you have any questions? Hold up. Okay, I'm back. The first question people keep asking me is what the hell is the Third Avenue out? Well, um, that's a. If you wasn't born in 1955, it was an elevator that ran from South Ferry in Manhattan all the way up Third Avenue, across the Bronx, ran on Third Avenue, Manhattan, took on Hill Road. They don't exist. The Bronx replacement used to be the BX55, but in 2013, I got discontinued for the BX15 Limited. So now I'm gonna show you a picture of what the elevator looks like. Alright, so this is with the elevator look, and it's, well, no, actually, this is what it looks like in the end of the year when it's getting torn down. This is what the L looked like when it was still around. Evidently, this L was made in, I think, 18 something. This L was the last of the L's to come down. This came out in 1974, and I don't think they finished demolishing it till 1984. Listen, I wasn't around, but I believe this got demolished in 1980. The whole thing got demolished in 1984. The Bronx portion, when they converted it to a shuttle, had R12s, which is, you see here, the four-car train. Now, from what I was told, these cars are singles, but these cars were modified to only run on 3rd Avenue L. Yeah, so as you see here, I started my own version. Well, anyway, I'm not gonna. But yeah, my version is going to be the shuttle version that went from 149th Street, 3rd Avenue to Gun Hill Road. Now, keep in mind, after 1955, they removed the express track. So it was really it was 3 tracks, but it was only 2 tracks. So the version I'm doing, if you ever seen my YouTube videos, is the 2-track version, where they got rid of the middle track because after 1955, they removed the middle track. And since people probably gonna be like, well, what's your version? I'm gonna load up my version. I'm going to explain to you what it is. No, not the 5. Which my custom folder with all my routes undone. Elevated routes. 1956 to 1974. This is a replica of the 1974, well, actually 1956 to 1974 version. Obviously, it's not going to be detailed like the real life version because in BVE we don't have all the objects, but this is what it sort of looked like, minus the new tracks, minus this new track you see here, because we don't have old tracks like this. So, but as you can see, I started working on this version. I haven't completely finished, but I started working. The skeleton is complete. We're already Gun Hill Road in both directions. Here's 166. Here is 169th. Here's Claremont Parkway. Wait. Okay. I gotta work on that, but that was Claremont. Here's 174th. Now, to be note, in the real life version, the elevated risen just like the I think it's the 7. It's either the 7 or the 2. It's an elevated route. It's a 7 route in New York that goes over a highway, that goes high and then it goes back low. The highway's supposed to be here, but we don't have a highway to complete like an actual highway object. So the elevator would go up, go across the highway for a bit, and then zoom back down. And by what I mean, routes go over the highway. There's a route that I'm thinking like the 3rd Avenue that went over the highway like 3rd Avenue did. But for the life of me, I can't remember. If I could, I will The F. There you go. The F. Like how the F goes over the whatever highway. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Put the name of the highway in the chat. It's by Neptune Avenue. Between Neptune and Avenue X. The F goes to our highway. There you go. I'm trying to remember the route. Alright, that's for the skeleton. Now, my next thing to do, and since we don't have this, if you notice, I have a 2018 version of 3rd Avenue L. Now, what that is basically get rid of like some of the stops, like the closest stops in Manhattan and the Bronx. Because now the 2018 version is basically a carbon copy of the older version, some slight modifications. Just like if you notice on the original 3rd Avenue L version at 125th, the line at 125th, the line rolls on the upper level and it turn at 129th, a turn down the long block and then it turn. There will be some slight modifications to the 2018. But what I'm trying to do with the 2018 version is trying to keep it to the original way it was. Now, obviously, now that I know how things work in BVE, there will be some slight modifications. But it won't be that off, but there will be some slight modifications. And next thing, people asking about the Gillick BRG. The Gillick BRG is coming off fine. It's being worked on slowly. It is being worked on slowly, so that's a good thing. Oh, I guess, well, since this has been the last new video, it should be said that I'm working on the original Fulton, the original Myrtle, the original 5th Avenue, and the original Western, no, let me see, Lexington. So, the routes I'm working on in BVE are as follows. The 8, 9, 10, which is, if y'all know, the 5th Avenue subway, which kind of got put on hold because I need to finish the A. Then after that was the IND second system, which I'm gonna have to revamp the whole crap from start to finish again. Then with the elevator routes is the Lexington, Myrtle, 5th Avenue, and possibly the original J. Now, granted, I don't know about the J because the J was kind of the same today. Now, I don't know. How many of, I don't know. Hmm. With that being said, a lot of people want me to bring back my movie thingies. It's just, I don't know. Nobody ever tells me what I want. I guess with that being said, I am going to end the live stream if nobody else got questions. Origins of the Fifth Avenue subway in BBE was that I made a thing in trains, I drew it out on a notebook, and I made it, and I put it in trains. Now, Fifth Avenue. I had to revamp the whole line from scratch. I ain't making no promises about the beta. I said hopefully the coming months. Since people gonna be like, well, what the hell is the Fifth Avenue? Where is my maps for Fifth Avenue? Here's where Fifth Avenue starts at. Gaiety Square, Yonkers. It goes all the way to Gaiety Square, Yonkers, all the way to Beach 116th. Beach 116th. I think when I did the original Fifth Avenue local, this isn't this is an hour route. But see, this is before I made distances. I gotta make correct distances and stuff. Now, when I first started this, the express service started here, stopped here. Why is Flatbush not on? Oh, god damn it, I'm a dumbass. Okay, Flatbush should be... Alright. But anyway. Alright, Beach 116 was a Super Express stop. This was a Super Express stop. This was a Super Express stop. And... this was a Super Express stop. I don't think Hanover... I think Hanover was optional. But then the next major one was... yeah, 34th was like the next... Besides Hanover Square and 14th, because 14th was never express. It was 34th, 96, 125th, and if you go up, you hit the Bronx, yada yada yada. Now, with the new version of this, what I'm thinking is I'm thinking about having a route that goes from here, goes from here across the 145th Street Bridge, follows 149th, and goes up to Pelham Bay Park, where the new revamped 9 is supposed to end at. But the stops will be as followed. Willis Avenue. No. I'm sorry, it's the 138th Street Bridge. 1/3 Avenue, 138th. St. Anne's. Jackson Avenue. 143rd, 149th. Longwood. Hutch Point. And then yada yada will follow the 6 trains to his last stop. So a lot of work went into this route. But I guess for now, um, I guess I'll release the older version because I haven't even touched the new version. And the new version, I don't even think I got past 96. And as for the elevator routes, I haven't even remotely even detailed none of them. So I'm going to try once I get the A, once somebody gives me the A skeleton, once the A comes back with distances. After I release the A, I'm gonna try to do Fulton because Fulton and the A depend on each other. So once I get the correct distances for the A, then I'll go back and do Fulton in both directions. Now, once I do that, I may or may not do 9th Avenue, but I don't know. But as that stands, this will be the end of the live stream.